Salute. It's your boy Gmo Legion of Knicks, man. We are here with the weekly, man. I'm not going to be here too long, man, because I got some work to do, but got to talk about it, man. A few things. Got talk about this cup win, man. The New York Knicks getting so much hate from the rest of the world, bro. This doesn't make any sense, man. Makes absolutely no sense. Everybody's like, yo, the Knicks finally won a chip since 1973. The New York Knicks, they're gonna be a first round exit just like the other cup winners. So many, y'all hate so much in the Knicks, bro. You got people from Boston talk like, what does Boston have to do with anything we doing right now? Or anything we just did in the Cup Series? What does that have to do with any of you guys, bro? 76ers, Lord knows when y'all, come on. Y'all last win was in 83 too. Or in 83. I was in 73. Why y'all hating on the Knicks? It doesn't even matter, man. Tell me why you hate the game. Oh, you. The sun, it shines with you. Y'all know about that, man. That's that game Marsh and Marsha Brocious, man. So in the chat, man. Supposed to have my brother Darcy here. Brother Darcy. Yo, you gotta do a live. And he's not here, bro. Look, I have work to do, bro. This ain't no me not trying to do this show. I got work to do. This is why, because I'm doing this live today, I can't do it tomorrow because I got work to do. So, just my brother. Though hopefully he comes on soon. But no, let's talk about it, man. The New York Knicks winning that cup yesterday. Interesting enough, the Leon Rose is not, James Dolan, who did not show up, the only owner who hasn't shown up to the Cup Series, and is not going to hang up the banner for the Knicks. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think that's a detriment? I do think it's a detriment to. It takes a little bit of glare off of the Cup win, right? The fact that you're not. The league is trying to push this out as this grand or this new interesting part of the league. Unless you incentivize in some way where it means something in the regular season, or you could have it where you're playing international teams, something like that, like an actual Champions League Cup. The only thing about a Champions League is that there's so much more parity outside of, say, England, right? You got teams in France, you got teams in Italy, you got teams. So there's so much you could pull from. You can say, yo, this was the legitimately best team in all of Europe. Why the Champions League is interesting. NBA's trying to do that with this cup. I know they're trying to expand overseas. It's not the same. But James Dolan not showing up does take off some, I don't know if it's validity. It takes away some of the importance. Now, obviously, these guys making money, whatnot. And the fact that people complain so much about the Knicks winning this must irk some people. But the fact that the Knicks won this championship and James Dolan did not come does speak some volumes. I do think that teams will try to take this, they will see where this goes in terms of seriousness. They like their money. It's all up to how your man Adam Silver incentivizes this. Now, do you try to put in some type of home field advantage if you make it to the playoffs or something like that? I don't know. But then what does the record count? Like, if I have a great record with them, then what does that count for? Or better standing, excuse me, in the standings. What does that count for? So Adam Silver's gonna have to come up with a way to try to incentivize a little bit more than outside of just money. I don't know what the ratings were, but let's just get to the thick of things within the game itself. Look, people may say this doesn't count, but this was a strong litmus test for the Knicks. That's all the Knicks can ask for. That's all we can ask for. Litmus test for this team going forward as this team progresses. Right, so we need to know how good these Knicks are. Let's be honest. The Spurs gave us, they are a team, their team that I would say outside of having really sizable forwards, They're a team that we shouldn't have matched up well against. A big who could score when Bayama, I know he was hurt. A bunch of wings and guards, even though they may be on the smaller side compared to like a team like, say, the Magic. They are a team that can defend you, point of attack, defend you, and hound you, harass you. Look at Brunson yesterday. Brunson was not the MVP yesterday. That was OG Anunoby. Brunson had to deal with Stephen Castle, who was on that. And they beat OKC. They had a tough out against OKC with Jalen Williams, with SGA. Interesting when they don't call as many bum ass calls for SGA. It doesn't, because he's on a big stage. You can't really call some of these bum ass calls, man. So it was a strong litmus test for the Knicks. And I had a tweet up where the Knicks ranked. I don't know why I can't find it now, but it was talking about the Knicks ranking in like the last 10 games, and the Knicks have been one of the best teams in the league. Now, granted, we played some trash teams in that early part of the positive run we've recently had. But we play who's in front of us. And some of the things you see with this team, one, Mike Brown's going to try to adjust as much as possible. And I can't sit up here and lie, right, and say that some of these adjustments in terms of rotations haven't helped us, right? I'll be remiss to sit up here and say, well, Tom Thibodeau. And granted, I had his argument on Twitter, not argument, debate, the question. And it was, Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau used Kolek. Well, again, we don't know what exactly Kolek was showing last year. Were we going to sit up here and say Kolek was really ready for the big time? I'd say he had little spurts, but we could argue that he wasn't. We don't know. I don't know. Now, if he was ready and Tibbs wasn't playing, that's another thing. But remember, Tibbs was a guy that had the early group here, the early group practice runs. And that's how IQ got on. That's how Grimes got on, right? So it's all about your commitment, and that's how Tibbs is doing it. Now, obviously, here it's a little bit different. I don't know exactly what Mike Brown is doing. He does have a lot more, I would say, more involved, it seems, assistant coaches. So maybe these guys are working. You brought Peter Patton over to help with these guys shooting. A guy who was beloved with the Chicago Bulls. Chris Jen, who's beloved with the Lakers. You got Brandon O'Connor, who's respected with the Clippers. So maybe it's a little bit more involved and they're seeing things. But obviously, like I said, when the adjustments that you've seen, Mike Brown, he will make adjustments rotation. For him to take out, and I can't lie, for him to take out Mikal Bridges yesterday late, I was looking at like, yo, Kolek is still in 5 minutes. And mind you, this is when, what's the name lost the ball? Remember they brought back in Kolek when, I think it was Brunson who lost the ball. Was it Brunson? I think it's when Brunson lost the ball, right? I want to say it was Brunson. Somebody lost the ball. And they brought back in Kolek. That is very interesting. You trust in this young kid in the front stage. So I got to give Mike Brown his credit. I'm not the biggest Mike Brown fan, but that's ballsy. To give your young player that opportunity in front of everybody, because that could have made or broke him. People could have been like, yo, who the hell is this Kolek kid? Now I'm seeing all over social media. It was Brunson, right? Thank you, Kerry Cox. Now all on social media, they talking about my son. Oh, Kolek, yo, son, he saved the Knicks. I'm like, all right, chill out. Yeah. Well, you may have said the Knicks in that game, but got to give it to Mike Brown. That was a major psychological test for Kolek. And I think Kolek's going to get some major minutes going forward. Now, people are talking about, hey, do you try to trade for... Another thing, too, with Mike Brown, I like in the sense of that, even though I think he should have been playing Huck Purdy a little bit more, I do like in the sense that he will mix and match. He's going to try to find what works best. I think sometimes... Especially early on, I think the small lineups hurt us because we have some of these physical teams like the Magic, these big physical teams that have these forwards. I do think that they give the Knicks issues early on. The Knicks have a bend, don't break type of defense where I think the paint defense starts to get better. You saw it with Kolek, suits my son Kolek. He drew that, which should have been a charging foul on your man Cornette. But go and watch Kolek. Kolek was sitting up there. He chipped Wembanyama coming down. Like on some running back ish, when Miami's coming down defense, he chips him and then moves off, right? And of course, that doesn't necessarily do anything spectacular to Wembanyama in a minute, but you keep getting chipped, you may be thrown off your square a little bit. Remember, Wembanyama's trying to get in the post, he struggled there. Wembanyama's trying to, until he started hitting some mid-range shots in the second half, he was trying to like attack the basket. The lanes were closed. The tag defense did a really good job. He couldn't really get past even Cat. Which is interesting because I think Cat had probably one of his better defensive games against a dynamic big this season against Wembanyama. So the things that Kolek was doing, these just little small annoying things. And what did I say with Kolek? I want the TJ McConnell annoyance. I'm not saying they play the same game, even though he should be taking something from TJ McConnell. I think he's a free agent this offseason. I might be wrong. But you like to see that from Kolek. And this is what I was asking for. This is why I loved having Dante DiVincenzo here. Because Dante would do those little things. Poke you, pause, prod, and do all those little annoying things, chip you. Right? There was a play yesterday. Shoot to the dude who showed on Twitter too, man. I apologize, and I couldn't get yesterday. I was gonna try to cut up some clips, but they literally NBA site did not have the clips up ready, and it was like how late was it? Like 11 or something like that. 11:30. I was like, I can't. I gotta go to sleep. So I couldn't get the clips. But you saw Kolek. Kolek had a play. It was I want to say it was on the roll to the back. Or it may have been the same play I'm thinking about, but Cornet. Am I thinking about the same play with Cornet? I think it was the same play with Cornet, and before that, right? Where he had two options, two defensive options. Played a roll to the basket from a big, and then early on. So as either Cornet one or something before that. Play the option to the basket or play the outside guy. And he played it perfectly in a passing lane, in that little mid area to where he could play the pass to the roller and he could now close out to the shooter underneath. He allowed, I think it was Clarkson was fighting off the screen to get to the roller, and then he played the outside guy. Or he stayed in that fuzzy area, right? And that's something that I'm not say Tibbs, but Tibbs did preach that as well too. Playing those little soft areas, those passing lanes, right? So good on Kolek, man. Kolek is never going to be a plus defender, but this is something I love that I saw from Jalen Brunson last year. Find ways to be, if you can be effective on the ball defensively, try to find a way to be as impactful, if not even more, off the ball. That means playing the passing lanes. That means when a guy's dribbling, he drives into the paint and he picks up his dribble and as he's jumping, making that jump pass here, which one of the most dangerous players in the league, Walt Clyde Frazier hates it. You have to know, okay, who I know he's trying to go to. Lies dribble drive penetration guys. Pause. They got that. When you see a guy who's hit 2-3 corner 3-point shots, you go to him. You act like you're gonna play on the inside and you pop right back out. Sometimes I've seen Knicks do it inconsistently. I might say IQ did it a lot better than most of the Knicks on this team. But that's what I need to see from Kolek. That's what I want to see from Kolek, from these smaller defenders who can't really play that. So good. That's one thing I saw yesterday. OG Anunoby, too. As annoying as his health can be, man, OG Anunoby, he's easily becoming one of the best contested 3-point shooters in the league. I want to check up his stats real quick, but OG Anunoby, what did I say yesterday, guys? What did I say yesterday? OG Anunoby, every time we need a 3-point shot, this guy hits a clutch 3-point shot contested. Every time we down by 5, 6, and the game just looks like it could slip away just a little bit. What does OG Anunoby do? I hate, and by the way, shoot to OG Anunoby, shoot to Jay from Florida on Twitter, man. He pointed this out, that OG Anunoby was checking in on Dinka Pate. Or Pate on the G League, right? Dinka Pate's been on a nasty run, and your man Jay from Florida point out that like OG Anunoby's been talking to Dinka Pate, speaking to him about his footwork and everything. That's what you want to see from these players, bro. You want to see these top guys who putting up 29 points in a cup game, who are in playoff series, who are difference makers, who putting up freaking plus minuses of plus 17 or whatever through a spate of games. That's what you want to see from the other players, reaching down and being like, hey, when freaking, what's the name, Magic Bride, he said, yo, essentially IQ, these guys are doing the same things to me. Reaching down and speaking to me, seeing how I'm developing my game. Magic Bride, even though he's my son, you could argue he could have been cut a while ago. And yet this guy's been one of our best, when he's healthy, obviously one of our best 3-point shooters. One of our best outside threats, one of our best 3-and-D players. Those type of things. So I got to give it to the players here. I wonder what, in terms of like the shooting coaches, what they're working on specifically. And how, and just the coaches in general, how they work on these plays. Peter Patton, coming from the Bulls, like the Bulls were pissed that he left. The Bulls players. So it seems working. So good on OG Anunoby. But OG Anunoby's coming again. When he's on the floor, the Knicks can be a dominant team. The Knicks can make mistakes. And I'm not even just talking about offense. I'm talking about Knicks can make mistakes and OG could be there to nullify because of his defense, his ability to guard anywhere from the 2 to the 4. So it's so much that you get from OG Anunoby And now he's reaching out. This quiet mother F is reaching down and trying to talk to Dinkapate. I'm telling you, bro, that's a major move. So we got Kolek. I'm gonna get to a little bit. Is he gonna be the future guy? You got the rotations. The fact that Mikal Bridges sat because we needed another ball handler. Now OG's reaching down. The Knicks gotta give it to him, man. This is a major boost. So what do we need going forward? What do we need going forward? I still want a big wing. Look, Yabusele is Yaba Doodoo. I'm sorry. No disrespect. I want me a defensive wing. I want me a defensive guard, big guard, or a swing 4-5, 3-4. I want that type of player. And I'm gonna get to a little bit, but and Suta J for he keeps taking my freaking ideas. I'm joking around, but I literally was like, yo, I want Jeremy Sochan. This mother effer goes on Twitter and tweets. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. But Suta him, man. Jeremy Sochan, we got to start thinking about these young players on teams. There are a lot of what they call it in finance. There are a lot of asymmetries within the league that we can take advantage of. They call it arbitrage, right? And this is what I'm thinking of, man. I want who is going to be this year's Ryan Rollins? Who's going to be this year's Ryan Rollins for the Knicks if we could acquire them, right? Ryan Rollins struggled with I don't even think Ryan Rollins was that big pause of a player, like tall. He looks taller on the. I'm like, bro, did you grow in height? What type of crap is that? I've never seen you like that. You playing with his shoulder slumped and whatever, and with the Warriors. This year he looks like a whole different person, man. Who's gonna be the Knicks? Ryan Rollins. Damn, why am I always off camera? What the hell? This is not even centered. I gotta fix my website. I'm not even centered with the camera right now, and it's centered on the screen. I apologize, y'all. Who's gonna be this year's Ryan Rollins, bro? Talk to me in the chat. Y'all see the little lower third? I got Jeremy Sochan, who's struggling mightily with the streets. He's not even getting playing time anymore. But we talking about a guy in Jeremy Sochan. And Suta Reddit for pointing this out, and I could confirm this, but Jeremy Sochan last year, let me tell you the defensive numbers for your man, Jeremy Sochan. Now, to be fair, Jeremy Sochan, Sochan. I wish my guy, Spurs versus everybody was here, man. Wish my boy Gregory was here, bro, so he could tell me, give me color. Jeremy Sochan this season, 6.1 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 50% from the field, but only 28% from 3, 68% from the stripe. Now, for his career, he's averaging 10.9 points, 5.89 assists, 5.9 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 47% from the field, 28% from 3. I believe last year he shot, or for his career, shooting 72% from the stripe. This is a guy who's usage. Damn, why is that? Hopefully I don't hear anything because I have a video playing. 11% for his career, 14.5%. Sorry, whoa. For his career, his usage rate. Damn, why am I blind? 19%, 16.3% this season, 19% the last season, right? But because Wembayama's presence has been there, they had to. He basically doesn't have the space there. You have some other guys who've developed, and I think it's weird because they're going with big guards, but Sochan has fallen out of line. Now, offensively, he has some issues. But again, what did I say about this team? Mike Brown has said it. This is going to be a team of development. This is going to be a team where we're going to be looking to. It's not just this year for a run of the chip. It's going to be for years to come. Get Peter Patton with Jeremy Sochan. You get Jeremy Sochan. Oh yeah, by the way, let me read the stats. Let me read the disgusting defensive stats that your man Jeremy Sochan, whatever the fuck his name is, has been putting up. Last year. Field goal percentages of all-star caliber players when Jeremy Sochan's when guarded by Jeremy Sochan in 2024-25 season. Kristaps Porzingis 0. Damian Lillard 0. Alperen Sengun 16.7%. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 25%. Julius Randle 27.3%. Luka Doncic 30%. Zion Williamson 33%. Jalen Brunson, our son, 33%. You get me this guy who is basically, I don't want to call him Boris Diaw, but you get those vibes. I know it's from the Spurs. Sohan, my bad, y'all. Sohan, y'all know I can't speak English, or it's not even English. I don't know what the hell. It was not French, Swiss. I think he's Swiss, right? Something like that. Some where you got them, got my African people just messing with them snow bunnies. Anyway, Jeremy Sohan, you get that. First of all, you're gonna build up his confidence. Two, I just need you to be defensive Steve. You tell me when we try to go small with Yabusele, are we looking when we try to go small with Yabusele? Is it what are you guys most worried about? Is it the offense or the defense? Because we know you're not gonna really give us points. I don't even care about the points when Yabusele comes. If you hit a three, that's cool, great. He gets beat on defense every single fucking time, laterally every single fucking time. Imagine pairing Jeremy Sohan with Cat in those second quarters when Jalen Brunson sits. He said both. By the way, this is around the chat, man. Kerry Cox, man. OG, man. Yo, chill out, OG. Let me live, salute. Oh, I'm going to show that Josh Hart thing, yo. Suit to MH, man. I'm going to get back to Jeremy, so I just want to say salute to you guys, man. Derek Berry Sports, salute. Sincere, the genius, my guy, salute. D. Coolest in the building, salute. Twig City, my guy. Say, can you say Swag Guffington? Yo, Swag Guffington, my guy. Salute my guy. Let the cup winner play the Euro League Cup winner for Big Brett. That's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. But even though you'd be playing, well, no, it's the Euro League champion. Hey, it's not a bad idea. I thought for sure Dolan will put up the banner. Dolan wants that shit. I can't blame it. It was any other year, I'd be like, let's put up the banner, bro. But I want a chip this year too, so let's be focused. I want that chip, man. Randall, salute. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys. Rule Santana, AOE. Salute my guy. I could argue Deuce could have been cut a while. Well, you say even now, not now. Well, how you gonna cut Deuce? He's making $13 million for 4 years, or per 4 years. For 4 years. So drag that across. He's a steal. What are you talking about? You got that cat that hat from Cummins. Even though he was a terrible leader, Mobutu Seseko used to wear when Zaire. Now it's what, the Congo, right? The Congo. He used to wear the hat from Zaire. He was a corrupt piece of ish who helped take down Patrice Lumumba. Piece of ish, corrupt leader. F him. But he used to wear these type of hats, bro. This hat is tough, bro. I love this hat. Sherm, we're not talking trades. I'll wait for Salute in the first round. Knicks need a Gorbea type put next to Towns. No, you don't. Salute to Edward Walker in the building. I like the funky hat. I appreciate you, bro. It ain't no. This team needs to start thinking ahead. We're not gonna get no Giannis. The Bucks are talking about 7 first rounders for Giannis. We ain't doing that BS, bro.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Ain't doing no damn Giannis, bro. 7 first round picks for Giannis. He's getting to 30, or he's 30 right now with the same calf injury. Really? Ain't fleecing me, bro. I want a championship back. You ain't got no damn Giannis. And these other plays, who y'all gonna trade off? Y'all talking about Trey Murphy, and y'all already know Trey Murphy's my son. I want him in the draft. Let's not even play games. But we can't trade. Oh, y'all gonna trade Josh Hart? Who y'all gonna trade off? So we have to look. I don't say it's not the garbage bin, but every year there's a dislocation in a previous year, and a previous year, and a previous year drafts in terms of first rounders who are just not sticking with the team, and all they need is a new environment. All they need is a new environment. Jeremy Sohan, by the way, he's making nothing. I think he also got signed to his rookie. I'm bugging out. He's making nothing, like $4 million. He's made 4 year. Yeah, he signed a rookie deal, 4-year rookie deal. $23 million total. So drag that of course for 4 years. I'm done. That's 5 and some change. That's 5 and some change, bro. That's Yabusele. Get Yabusele the fuck out of here, bro. What are we doing? It's really the Heat. I think the Heat might get Giannis. Get him the fuck out of here, bro. We have to start digging into the bin of lost toys, bro, of broken toys, as they say. Oh my gosh. And I know Mike Brown, even though I think some of his offense in terms of his ingenuity is a little overrated, but he does mix and match and try to find complementary play. Imagine Jeremy Sohan guarding up the bigs. Cat is the offensive player. Jeremy Sohan, especially if the other team goes small, Jeremy Sohan could guard that 4 to 5. He's leading the fast break. Josh Hart, Mikal, Kolek, and Cat. Sohan, Kolek, Cat, Josh, Macau. No, that wasn't Sohan. That was your man from Alabama with the baby face. Pause. What's this dude's name? Primo. Josh Primo. Josh Primo. So Yabusele stock. Yeah, but I'm trying to make the money work, bro. And Sohan's not, I believe he has one more year in his or this is his last year, right? Yeah, he got extended at club option. Damn, he's making $7 million. Damn. I thought it was 5. So I was right, but it's an ascending contract. Damn. Then he becomes a restricted next year. Either way, I'm going to look to try to shed that contract, bro, from Yabusele. I'm going to look to try to shed that contract. I think that Jeremy Shaw, at least on the defensive end, is a lot more proven. Sure, he's a lot more proven than Diawara. And look, Diawara is cool. Second round. But, bro, he was a second rounder for a reason. As much as we like him, we ain't seen it. And all the talk about, yeah, man, Mike Brown playing it. He ain't really playing the rookies like that. Or the young, not rookies, but the young players like that. Why not get a guy who's shown that he's ready made, at least in the defensive end, and then work on his shooting incessantly? Have him buy in. Check out his character profile. If he's really devoted to really being in this game, trying to improve his game. And if it's good from there, yo, you and Peter Pan are staying in the freaking gym. Y'all working on your shot. I just need you to be a decent catch and shoot player. Give me 39% catch and shoots. Give me 36% total 3-point shooting. We're good. That's good enough for a big is going to go out there and literally be shutting down your top players, bro. Imagine you had, bro. Imagine you had a closing lineup where you had Brunson, Macau, OG, Sohan, Cat. Just having that other defensive wing to come in and hound you, lead the fast break, also saves us on Josh Hart. Like, I think we belittle or we marginalize how important it is to have a defensive stopper in the game late. To have that guy you can sick on other teams, bro. That can shed screens. That can switch. We underestimate that, man. Get me Jeremy Sohan now, bro. So we don't have to have poor starts. So we go out there and bully team. I'm telling you, bro. There's a few others. And we talked about this, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Guys like G.G. Jackson, who I would love on this Knicks squad. I would love those players, bro. I think the Knicks need to make that what's they said, Gmo's coming to America. Folks, back up off that King Jaffe hat. How's Mike Brown? Oh yeah, back to the damn cup, man. Let me show you something about this cup, bro. All y'all dudes who hate on the Knicks, all you reporters, ESPN, Mike and the Mad Dog, man, Stephen A, all y'all dudes on TV. This how y'all know y'all dudes is losers for real, bro. When y'all talk bad about the Knicks winning this chip. First of all, the Knicks themselves are not hyping it up because they're not hanging up the banner. If I win a championship, I can't take the freaking cup and be like, hey, yo, I won it, and style a little bit, have fun. No, the Knicks say, yo, we to the championship is... None of these guys are saying that. As in, oh, we won this, so we validated. No one's saying that. All y'all dudes is hating. But wrinkle me this. When the Lakers won that year in the cup, you know what I heard from all the media? The Lakers are going to go to the championship. There's a precursor. I'm telling you, go back and look at what they put in media, what they put on social media, what they put on TV media. When the Bucks won it, oh, the Bucks are back. Giannis is back. I'll give you this. When the Pacers got to the finals versus the Lakers, what'd they say? I'll give you a few. What'd they say when the Lakers won? When the Pacers got to the finals? And even on the road to the finals, what'd they say? Halliburton's the best point guard in the league. Remember that? The Pacers didn't even win it. They said Halliburton was the best point guard, or start to be considered the best point guard. The Knicks win it. Everything is everything. The Knicks are overrated. The Knicks ain't gonna do this. Now, a few of them, I'll give you credit. There's a few of these guys saying, hey, the Knicks could take it, blah, blah, blah. They have a good team, blah, blah, blah. But everybody else, I don't really care about the fans, but the media, the Knicks, this doesn't prove anything. The Knicks, Jalen Brunson is, he's over. I can't, blah, 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 blah. But y'all hyped up a dude. Don't get me wrong, Halliburton's a good player, but y'all hyped up this dude to kingdom come. Halliburton's never been the best point guard. Never been considered even top 3 to me. He's had a lot of fortunate plays. Now, obviously, if you keep getting fortunate, that means you're just good. But some of these plays by Halliburton, come on, dogs. Come on, dogs. Come on. So it's just crazy how much strife, how much vitriol the Knicks get for winning a freaking measly cup that we did we ask to create this cup? They create this cup. We're just playing the games. We're just playing the games. And y'all hate on the Knicks, but it's okay though. So let me get back to what I was talking about before that, man. The things we need, I think we need a wing on the squad. I would use another big if we could. Soon to Jay from Florida too, man. He pointed out one. I didn't do enough research on it. Dwap Heath, the Sudanese center from on the Blazers. Now he's a backup. But you need the depth. You need the depth. This team needs the depth. You look at, hey, I'm not the highest on Dwap Heath, but you need the depth on the squad. Simple as that. Cat's legs are getting bummed out. Huck Purdy's still relatively young. You could use that extra big just to roll to the basket, just to finish at the basket. And we ain't getting no Zubac, even though you're the Clippers. The Clippers still think they can make a run once freaking Derrick Jones comes back. What? What? But we need that other player, bro. And then I want for the future, I want a scoring wing. If we're not going to get Jeremy Solshine, I want a scoring wing or guard. And like I said last week, man, you could get me G.G. Jackson. You got Dalton Knecht, who's had a weird run in the G League. Now, they've talked about his confidence. He had a nightmare game or something like that, or run in the G League. But they talked about your man J.J. Redick has been coming back to try to instill his confidence, been talking about his game. But Dalton Knecht is going to G League. Whatever. Bronny James, freaking. So Dalton Knecht, they're talking about he's lost his confidence. But there's also a guy that didn't want to include in that trade for, what was it, Mark Williams back in, was it last year or 2 years ago? Or last year? But the Lakers are another team. I mean, you got Reeves, you got Luka. They are in third place right now. But does Dalton Knecht really fit that team right now? Does he really fit them? Are they looking for him to be a major contributor? To me, if I'm the Knicks, I'm gonna talk to the Lakers. Hey, what's up with your man Dalton Knecht? Can we make something happen? I'm gonna try to get it to where I get Dalton Knecht to say something slick about LeBron James somehow, and then LeBron James, with his last throws of power, finds a way to get Dalton Knecht the fuck out of there. Take Yabusele. Let him be Ronnie Turiaf. Something like that, bro. But Dalton Knecht is another player, bro. I can just imagine a Dalton Knecht. He's making only $4 million. The club option is picking this year. He makes $6.5 million next year. That's another player you have to look to and say, hey, does he have ready-made parts to his game where if I give him 10 to 15 minutes a game, he could be a contributor off the bench? That's how the Knicks have to start looking at it. If you're not going to play these young players, Pacome is about done. I don't think they have much faith in him. You hear about, he could shoot this, he could shoot that. They are not using that dude whatsoever. Not even close to using that dude. You have to find a way. You have to find a way to get young talent on this team that could translate once some of these contracts expire. We have some costly contracts. You're gonna have to extend some young players. You're gonna have to bring some young players and extend some young players, or have young players and have their cheaper years coincide with the signing of some key players. D. Kula said, I'll pass. All right, I'm just saying, man, we have a team I think is a lot more cohesive than the Lakers. Because you have Roy Hachimura, you have Austin Reeves, you got Luka Doncic, even though he's more of their guard. You have LeBron. Where's Dalton Knecht to fit in that lineup? Where's he fit in that lineup? I'm just trying to put it out there. Y'all already know my son Ryan Dunn, bro. Stop playing games, man. The Suns ain't going nowhere. You already know that. You already know that. Suns ain't doing jack-ish in this league, bro. You tell me I can't proud for you, Ryan Dunn? Now, I don't know how much. I mean, he's been getting some minutes. He is a part of it, but he's had his offensive struggles as well, too. So I'm ringing the phone to see what's good with some of these teams, man. I'll throw you some seconds. Some prime seconds. But let's swap unimpressive or underperforming first for underperforming first, or underperforming young players for underperforming young players. Got to start thinking ahead. I know you guys want me to show the Josh Hart thing. I'm going to draw the show right now, man. Let's have a little fun with this, man. Your man Josh Hart's been wilding, bro. Your man Josh Hart's been wilding, bro. I'm going to show this, bro. I'm going to put this on loop, man. Josh, you good, bro? I watched this stupid video. Hold on, let me take this. So y'all can see this abomination, bro. Oh, gosh, son. See it? What? Yo, everybody is killing this dude, Josh. Behan and Jeff Teague is like, yo, bro, son, you did that to me. Some guy, look, yo, he's fake laughing fake like celebrating. Yo, and then he tries to look back at the trophy. Like, yo, son, I know that's your man. You can't be doing this, Josh. What's wrong with this dude, son? Something is mentally wrong with this thing. Yo, son, nah, bro.
Pause.
Nah.
Yo,
hell nah. Something is mentally wrong with Josh, bro. I can't keep showing that. I don't want to get in no trouble, son. Your man Josh is bugging. He's bugging out, son. See, and Darcy, where you at? I got work to do, Darcy, so I'm about to be Garnaggio, bro. Where's my... But yeah, Kolek, key contributor. I wanted to show the Kolek highlights, but I know I'm going to get flagged for that. So he said, check this oil like Kenya Martin. Yo, Kenya Martin said, check this oil? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh man, people are so corny, bro. Check this oil. Nah, son, the world is wicked, son. The world is wicked. Check this oil. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People are freaking corny, son. Check this. Yo. Come on. So I should not be laughing like this, bro. Y'all dudes is corny. Check his oil. Yeah, I'm trying to find this one that had it had cat and oh man, son. Oh man, so hold up. I gotta find this, bro. I'm on Twitter. Oh no, it was on IG. Damn, I don't know if I can find it on IG, bro. Check this oil. Oh my gosh. Oh, why can I not find it? Josh Hart. Comedy. Let me see if it comes up. Comedy skits? It's like a cartoon. Might be on my IG. But gotta also give it a Josh Hart, man. Like, that was probably one of the more, I don't know if you call it complete games, but it's one of the, it's one of the games that gives you confidence that we have enough depth to cover each other. That's what I loved about this game so much. Why can I not find this? Hold on. I'm gonna find this activity. Your activity likes. Please somebody give this thing a like. Yeah, here it is.
Oh man, stop booty poking me. You did it. We're NBA Cup champion. Oh man, stop booty poking me. It's funny every
It's
time.
Jalen and Josh Hart and
no,
Cat.
I hope nobody pokes my
That's
booty in
Cat.
celebration. Nah, you good, bro. I'm serious, man. Stop doing it. They got you in 4K doing it at our celebration. I don't see any cameras in here. Nobody would even know if you did it to me. I'm for real, Josh. I hate that shit. That's why it's so funny. Oh no, I'd hate it so much too. Better not do it to me. Come on, Josh. Why don't you finger me too? First off, I don't finger anyone. It's just a booty poke outside the shorts, and I feel like you'll actually like it. No, I won't. Watch. I'll do it to myself first just to show you. Ooh.
Yo.
I hate it so much.
Yo, this is corny. Yo, y'all gotta leave these players alone, man. Y'all gotta leave these players alone. I'm checking the oil. Yo. Oh my gosh, we gotta grow up as a society, man. We really gotta grow up as a society, man. Y'all gotta mature, man. This is wild, y'all. Salute. He says Vegas dev salute, bro. That's crazy work right there. Says Haitian. This is reformation. Oh, I'm not even trying to laugh. I swear, it's stupid. All right. Ruel Santana, yeah, Nasty Work says, yo, bro, son, yo, y'all dudes is wild, son. Anyway, back to the freaking. Walter White, all Huck needs to do is play defense without fouling. That's another thing too. But I like what Mike Brown did with a Huck, man. He did an old school move a few games ago. The one where Huck got the 6 fouls. But he also did it before too. Where he just said, yo, give me 6 fouls, defend the player, make him go to the basket, make him go to the line. Right? Try by fire, but also like that's the 1990s goon-ish, yo. We're gonna put in this player, just give me 6 fouls. I don't care. We know Olajuwon, we know Shaq, we know these guys are killing. Give me 6 fouls, make him go to the line. He maybe missed one. You get your 6 fouls, but if you could trade and shave off 1 point for the easy 2 who's gonna get, that helps us out. And that's how you sometimes counterbalance, right? Like you can play all the guys on it, but you can play those guys that are dressed up, right? Have some young player, why not? Get your 6 fouls and get the fuck out of here. But you made Shaq, now Shaq gotta go to the line. So you shaved off maybe 30%, 40%, maybe. Of the easy shots can have the bad. Just think about that. Just think about how that plays out. You have 6 fouls. You're not going to get suspended for the next game. Who cares what you do? My main big is not even you. My main big is freaking Rick Smits. My main big is freaking Alonzo Mourning. My main big is Patrick Ewing. So who cares? I need to save his legs. I need to save his scoring. He doesn't get in foul trouble. So that's how I got to give it to Mike Brown. Very smart thinking on his end. Another thing too that you see too, the switchability that I love in his defense. Somebody used to ask for tips to do is to switch a little bit more just because guys' legs were getting killed. Now, I don't know why Macau was getting killed so much. That's one thing. The Knicks got to do a better job of playing the pick and roll. Funny enough, the guy who played it, I thought played it well was freaking your man Tyler Kolek when he drew that foul. But honestly, after he didn't draw the foul, but because he reversed it or overturned it. But after that, they didn't really run the pick and roll much after that. They really did not run a lot of steady pick and roll with a Rose run to the basket and coordinate or whoever was going to finish the basket. So go to Knicks. Amoeba style type of defense. You mix it up, play some zone a little bit. When this defense is best is when you see the taggers do a good job. When you see the taggers close in and then pop back out, rotate back out to the assignments. That's when you know this defense is humming properly. So again, good on the Knicks, bro. I can't sit up here and lie to you. I like what I saw yesterday in that Cup series, and I think it translates. But yeah, Huck Purdy, playing time. The player who I also want to see play some more. I know Dinkapate, people talking about. I think that Dinkapate is probably like a next year thing, which is good for him. Let him just develop. Let me get as much confidence as possible. Continue to develop the half-court game. Don't try to rush him. Don't try to make him contribute this year. Because what is he on a 2-way contract, right? So he can't even play in the playoffs anyway. So why mess up the rotation? I don't say rest the rotation, but why add a player in the rotation? Give him a prominent position. He's not going to be somebody that you build with through the playoffs. right? So let Dinkapate just sit down there and just develop. Don't even touch that. Pause. Let him continue working the half court game. Like I said, that was one of the weaknesses coming out of the G League. Right? Was he one of the last people with the G League Ignite? Am I going crazy? No. Am I bugging out? Was he one of the last guys with that Ignite team? Dinkapate. Is it Pate? Dinkpate? Better be Pate because Dinkpate is a crazy name, bro. Dinkpate? Yeah, he played the Ignite. Yeah, I think he was there the last. Yep, he was there the last year. Yep. Then he moved around. Excuse me. Well, I'm not covering my shirt. I'm an old person here. Anyway, so and McCullough too signed a 2-way too. So that's the thing. These guys got these 2-ways. Kind of stuck with the contracts are. If they were, well, I guess if you're trading Pacome, whoever you're bringing in is going to be able to play on the roster anyway. So it doesn't matter. I'm just thinking, well, no, because if you trade, say, Pacome and Yabusele, and get a player back, then you could move somebody into that. Can you move somebody into that 2-way? I'm pretty sure you could, right? Up until a certain point. So then, well, not Dinkapate, but a guy like McCullough. Because we need another wing on the squad, bro. You know the wing. Yeah, I know they all went out, bro. They said with the Kings, like, allegedly, they're having issues in terms of, like, buying in and, like, certain players are kind of, like, not getting along with some other certain players. So maybe it wasn't Mike Brown, even though Mike Brown's, I think his voice started to get a little bit, it started to weaken. But there's something rotten in Sacramento. It's just not working. And again, let me put it like this. You try to bring over what they had with the Bulls of Levine and DeMar DeRozan. You got Malik Monk, who's a player I would love the Knicks to have. I think he's making, what, $20 million? Something like that. So then at that point, it's like, bro, what are you doing with the squad? You just trying to get some retreads and you can't make no run with no damn Zach LaVine. And Zach LaVine is one of the most low IQ players, one of the most athletically gifted, talented players in the league. Remember, he came up as a dunker. His game was a dunk. It wasn't until he got with Tom Thibodeau 6 months or not 6 months, the half season he spent, worked on his half court game, and then went off it and said, oh, he's a viable number two. But in terms of him being your lead guard, no. DeMar DeRozan's getting up there in age. DeMar DeRozan could probably go to a contender. Shoot, he probably could go back to the Spurs. Because your man Harrison Barnes had to hit a few shots. They say, yo, Harrison Barnes is always good for missing shots in the championship game. And I said that last night. In the year the Cavaliers lost, the Warriors lost to the Cavaliers, your man was missing some shots, boy. Your man Harrison Barnes, he was not good that series. I remember that series vividly. He could not hit a shot to save his life. Kings gonna have a fire sale, yeah. They're gonna be selling up some players, bro. Doubt Keon Ellis is gonna come back too. You can't bring Keon Ellis back here. And obviously I don't think Mike Brown would want him. But Malik Monk will probably be the most attractive player come out of the squad. I do like Keon Ellis, but they're not bringing him back. Washington, New Orleans, looking at them hard. Yep. Pause. New Orleans. But see, and that's where we get back to the Kolek thing. I'm not trading no damn Alvarado for Kolek, bro. Because one, I don't want my defense to get smaller. I want my defense to be a lot more viable at to swing in the 3-4 to 4-5. Anthony Alvarado, I got respect for you. Also, he's been getting hurt too over the years. Look at his injuries, wrist injuries and stuff. He gets a little hurt, man. So to me, I'm not trading for no damn smaller player, smaller squad. Smaller squad player, excuse me. Get me my wing. Let's work on the shooting. The Knicks have to get bigger as a team. Pause. So Alvarado would never wear Knicks jersey. That's no disrespect to Alvarado. I like him as a player. I have no problem with him. He just doesn't fit what we need on the squad. Look, the Knicks' problem is that they don't have a perfect five to plug into Brunson, Towns, OG, and Bridges lineup in order to be a dominant team. Well, like I said, get you a 4 that can swing at the 5. Because Yabusele was supposed to be that guy that could play. He's not going to play the 5 per se, but he's a complement to Cat. Now, defensively supposed to be better. At the 5 last season, Yabusele struggled against 5s. Now, against 4s, he did better, but just defensively, this shit. And this dude, Yabusele, too, he's putting up on Twitter, or social media, it's hard, not getting the minutes, and people say I'm not in shape, but I'm in shape. No, yo, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
What the fuck is you talking about?
This is a sick Negro.
What's wrong with this dude, bro? Your man slow. Yo, Yabusele, shut. All respect, bro. Let me not disrespect you to tell you to shut up. I can't tell other men to shut up like that. I apologize. Please stop talking. You came into this team fat. Came into this team overweight. You couldn't jump like you did. Because all y'all do is y'all like when y'all go over to France, all of a sudden y'all become freaking Michael Jordan, Fournier. All of a sudden y'all become Larry Bird. All of a sudden y'all become Sean Kemps. Then you got Team USA struggling against Serbia. Y'all all become super duper stars. Y'all come back to the league, y'all eat straight butt. From the back. From the back. Y'all dudes be playing games, bro. Dead serious. Y'all dudes be playing games with the Knicks, man. Stop with the BS. You are not in shape. You are not ready for the season. You sit up there parading with the champ. You couldn't even come into the game yesterday. Y'all dudes take this as a joke, man. I don't take this crap as a joke, bro. I want my championship, my lifetime. You got guys coming in here fat and you complaining, bro. Like, shut up. Sorry, I didn't mean to say shut up. Stop talking, please. Please. Let me say, y'all says that the score table call for replays. If Yabusele was an enforcer, things would be. That's what. Get me Sohan. Get me Jeremy Sohan. Get me Jeremy Sohan. They're not using him. You want a few seconds here? I'll give you a few seconds. Go find your whatever in the draft. Get me Jeremy Sohan. That'll be one of the Knicks' best development projects. You get that 3-point shot up. Pacome's not doing anything. Okay, the guy Pacome is one of the so-called best 3-point shooters in practice. They're not even trying to tap into his game. So it goes to show he's missing something. Sohan's not a creator either, but at least he give you if Pacome is giving you, and granted, I think Pacome could be Flash is a good defender. If you're getting good defense, if you're getting shutdown defense from Pacome like you are from Jeremy Sohan, he'd be playing minutes. But he's not. Stop playing games, bro. No Jose Alvarado, no Giannis, none of that BS. I didn't have another show where we talk about this, where I break down the draft picks. They say he's making $7 million. Yeah, but Yabusele's making $5 million. You could make up that $2 million someplace. You can make up that $2 million someplace, bro. D Coolest, I want a Sohan in the draft. I like Sohan Chew. I like Sohan Chew. Can I stop saying Chew? I like Sohan too. I see why Philly didn't like him. Yeah, that's also interesting too. I didn't talk to interact with a lot of Philly fans on like social media, went out on Reddit. I should have asked, why y'all let Yabusele go if he was flashing to be a solid player? Thank you, Kerry Cox. Kerry Cox, maybe if you know, bro, let me know. If you heard from Philly fans, why don't like him? I didn't really hear anything social media wise, but it's weird how you let a guy who's been at least impactful on offense, y'all just let him go like that when y'all trying to make y'all own little recovery and run. And like AJ Edgecombe's getting in his way, so why did they like Yabusele? So that's on us. Well, but if you don't know, if you don't have the insides outside of what you see in the game, then it's tough to really make that discernment. Like, oh, yeah, he's bad here, he's bad. You can't really do it. There's a reason why Philly was okay letting him go. The Knicks bench is pretty good right now. Don't rest on your laurel. Don't rest on this run, bro. The Knicks were great last year up until they played OKC. Like I said, the Knicks have to be proactive. And right now, I'm asking for the Knicks to be proactive on the crumbs. Jeremy Sohan, yes, he's making $7 million, but that's not a major, especially if you're trying to get rid of Yabusele, who's not contributing to this team. Come on, dogs. We can make up that $2 million. VJ Edgecombe has come back. That's fine. He's a rookie. We got freaking McLean. Did McLean get hurt again? McLean got hurt again, right? The dumbass freaking broke out on a bad Sixers team. So I wonder if he got hurt. Quickly. Yeah. Oh no, this is considered last season to have a torn UCL in his right thumb. But I was in a. I thought he missed time during the regular season. I think I got hurt again. It was out. Then the court having to play. Could have sworn he got hurt again, but I could be wrong. Deuce Yabu Clarkson for bro. Let's try that trade. Let's try that. Let's try that on Fanspo. They got the scout reporter Edgecombe now. You know what? They got the scout reporter on crazy when they're still in college. AJ DeBinsta, bro. They said AJ likes driving right. If he gets stuck, he tries to make the spin move, I believe, going to his... No, he likes driving left. Then he likes making the spin move going to his right. But once you pick up his dribble, he makes that little drop, step, whatever, and then he picks up his dribble, he's stuck. I thought it was interesting, man. But you got some plays in college, bro. I'm scared of that dude from Kansas, man. I don't trust Kansas wings, man. Kansas wings guards, I don't trust them. I know we got McCullough. Ain't like McCullough's lighting the world on fire, but I don't trust him, bro. Hold on, who the hell I'm trying to... Knicks, Timberwolves. Mama. So Yabusele, Clarkson, Dante. But Clarkson, though... I don't know if I want to trade Clarkson. But then Dante, only thing is that Clarkson can take his man 1v1. Dante's not really like that. You said Deuce? My bad, I miss Deuce, bro. Why am I even entertaining this shit? I ain't trading no damn Deuce, bro. Deuce is one of the most valuable contracts in the league, bro. I'm not trading him. Must be out of your freaking mind. Let me see. I don't even think I could try this trade. I think it's too much. Yeah, failed. Because you have... Yeah, it's not going to work. You got... Yeah, you got to make this match. This doesn't match cleanly. Because we'll get a plus impact of 139K. Which I'm pretty sure Brock I will find a way. But I'm not trading I can't trade Clarkson. I can't trade your man Miles McBride. I just can't, bro. I can't. They got a scout report. Brunson's going to bring a championship to New York before his career is over. I hope so. From your mouth to God's ears. Only players that need to be moved is Yabusele and Pacome. Let me see this. If I could tie this in with y'all. Fanspo. I don't know where this world's gonna end, but I know one thing, that this is a life that I live. Maybe 'cause I'm a thug all day, every day. Maybe 'cause I'm a thug, wouldn't change for the world. That's right, you then. All right, let's do this one together. Pause. That's crazy. Let's do this. Yo, son.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
I say, yo, this we going.
Let's see. Let's close this out. So yeah, I tried. Team is hard cap. We ready hard cap at the second apron. So they have to match 100%. It's gonna be tough. How the hell do you match? Let me see. Let's try Sochan. Jeremy Sochan. Where the hell's the Spurs? Am I blind? I don't know. By the way, Dylan Harper's going to be a problem too, man. Golly. So you got him. You got Yabu Booty. Yabu Anal. Damn, you got to trade Huck. Where the hell's Yabusele? Gershwan Yabusele. Why is he all the way up there with the bigger salaries? And Yabusele's making. Am I blind? Yabusele's making 5.57, so you gotta make a 1.5. Give up Diawara. Only thing you gotta find, Diawara's making 1.2, so you gotta find 0.3K. It's not gonna work, but you have to. Braga could find it someplace. I don't know where he's gonna get it though. Did I do that right? Yeah, 300. I said 3K. 0.323K. Gonna have to make it up somewhere. I don't know who's gonna have that. Can you sign? Because Tozen's on. I said. Tozen's on what's this thing called? A non-guaranteed. So can you cut? I'm trying to think if you could sign. You can't sign up for 300K. I gotta do a little bit more homework on this to make this work. But get me Jeremy Sohan, man. Get me effing Jeremy Sohan, man. But guys, I'm just talking out. I said talking out my ass. I am talking out my ass because I don't know how these trades work out perfectly. I ain't Brock Allah, so seems like I don't know what I'm talking about. Guys, I appreciate you, man. My brother Darcy never came through. What does Portland have that could be useful? Let's see. Let's do this last one. Maybe because I'm a thug. All day, every day. Caleb Love, you want the UNC old ass prospect from Caleb Love? I would love to have Tuamani Kamara, but they just signed this dude. Just signed him. He ain't going nowhere. Remember Ryan Rupert? Point guard. Blake Wesley was at least come out of Notre Dame. He was inconsistent though. Come out of Notre Dame though. I don't know what they see in him. Per se. Chris Murray. Remember Yang Hansen? Now he's struggling a little bit. He's gonna be the Asian Yurkic. Like, bro, stop saying these guys gonna be the Asian or the black or the white, whatever. Gotta see him on an NBA floor. A player I would like though, Danny Avdija. But I think he's too viable to the Pistons, the Portland Trailblazers. I do not think they get rid of Danny Avdija, at least not just for salary fillers and nah. He's making too much money. But Danny Avdija here in New York, off the bench. I know you have some things with Josh, but I think he does a little bit more than Josh. I think he's now a little bit more of a better scorer than Josh. I think he's shooting a little bit more consistently than Josh. Josh going on his little run. He can defend, but he's a glue guy, so it's going to be a lot of redundancies with Josh Hart. But Danny Avdija is another player. But right now with the Portland Trailblazers, aside Kamara, who they just extended, nah. I don't think they got too many options. Tibbs would have started Deuce last year. But Deuce has started a few times this year, man. Guys hurt. And Mike Brown's like, yeah, let's not do this anymore. Actually, that's not true. Because Deuce had some games starting wise that were good. But anyway, guys, I'm just blabbering on, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. It's your boy Jimmy Leach and Knicks. Check me out. I cannot be on tomorrow. I apologize. So it's going to be a post-up game. We play the Pacers tomorrow, I believe. The Pacers are one of the worst teams in the league, bro. Golly, how the mighty have fallen. Pacers, respect your jaw. Respect your jaw. Did my guy just see out what the Pacers? Why can't I just see what the Pacers got, bro? Yeah, Pacers are. Yo, son. Pacers are 6 wins, 6-20. Nah, I think the Knicks could do better than Sohan. All right, tell me who you think the Knicks should get then. A young player who's a former first, or just a young player who had somewhat of a prominent role on a squad who's just not fitting with that team anymore. Who do you think the Knicks should get? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, man. I just appreciate you guys, man. Peace, salute, God bless. I'll catch you guys. I'm going to do post-game tomorrow, and then Friday I'll be here to do the full watch-along, but I have to prepare for some stuff, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Darcy, You're still my brother though. Peace to God bless. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.